So, sir, before the past few seasons, the debate on banning imports wasn't as disputed as it is right now. So, sir, what do you think intensified the debate?
I think there are two things. So one, I think imports really started to get better, and they started to get kalat, meaning almost every team was an import now. Before, kasi it wasn't that big a deal. We had Kirklong, who's an import because he's a Filipino, even if he finished high school in the Philippines. So that was so much of a big deal. And then you have Kanimandu coming in, you have Maroga, and Adamson and UP having imports, you had Charles Mami for UE. So all of a sudden, all the schools had imports already. So that I think made the issue a bit more mainstream. And I think the rumors going around about some imports, not going to school, not taking tests, and things like that fueled the issue, made it bigger as well.
So, do you think lessening the number of imports would help both parties in half?
Well, currently, in season 77, the limit was 2. They're going to lessen it to 1 for the coming season and completely ban them in the near future. I think having a cap is fine. 1 to 2, that's fine. Completely banning, however, I think is the wrong move to do for the UAE.
Sir, what would you say are the strengths that imports bring into the league that local players like that?
Well, in terms of their skill set, it's something you can't find, or it's very difficult to find in local talents. It's very difficult to find someone who's 6'8", 6'9", very athletic, very fast, very strong, and very skilled. You find that in a local player, it's very difficult to find. Yeah, the only one I can think of right now can maybe measure up to the imports would be maybe Japeth, maybe Junbar. Those are only 2 players in the last 10, 15 years of the NBA. So it's very, very difficult to find those kinds of players. That's why a lot of schools get these imports to fill that need, that gap in their rosters.
So, sir, let's say that imports do get banned. How would this radically change the UAE as it is?
Well, it will downplay or it will downgrade the level of competition in the UAP. I think that's going to be bad. Our best local players will not be able to develop as much, as fast as they can, because they're not going to be able to get exposed to these imports constantly. And I think it sends the wrong message. I think that by banning imports, we're telling our student athletes that these imports don't deserve to play because they're not Filipino, or we're telling our student athletes that hindi nyo kayang tapatan yung mga imports, kaya we're banning them. Ganyan. Instead, I think the attitude should be, okay, if I'm a local player, an import comes in, I should be challenged to play to his level, to improve, so I can compete in that import. That should be the mindset. But if you ban imports, I think we're sending the wrong message. Definitely.
Sir, one point of debate for this topic is that Filipino players competing against these imports for playtime don't get as much playtime, and in effect, they don't get developed. So, would you say the presence of imports in the league affects the development for players?
I think it actually makes the development better. Let's say you have a UAEP basketball team, there's 16 slots. In season 77, you could have 2 slots for imports. Kung tatanggalin mo naman na mga Pinoy dyan, hindi yung mga PBA-bound na Pinoy. I mean, we're not gonna take away Vaughn or Kiefer or any of the Chris Porter because you have the imports. You're gonna take away guys who are a little better than Team B, but who won't see a lot of playing time anyway in the UAE. So, for me, the playing time argument isn't very, very strong. And to simply peg the development of a player based on his play time in a game is inaccurate. I mean, you have to accept that you practice against these imports every day, so you get to compete with these imports, and through that alone, you can improve already. So for me, that argument is a little flimsy. Flimsy to begin with. So I don't think it's a very strong argument for banning imports. But if you take away the imports, Ponce Ladera is going to play 30 minutes per game, and that's going to make him an all-star center in the PB. That's not going to happen. So, I mean, he might have a better chance of improving if he plays against an import every day in practice or whether it's in the actual game.
So lastly, in the long run, how does banning or not banning imports affect the future of Philippine basketball as a general?
Well, banning imports totally is going to be bad. Syempre, if I'm a college player and I play the UAAP, I played against all local players, then suddenly I go to the PBA and faced an import, it's going to be a bigger adjustment for me. Or if I go abroad for a FIBA tournament and I play against bigger, faster guys, that's going to be a bigger adjustment for me kasi hindi ako sanay. But you know, if you have imports at the college level, maybe even at the high school level, our players can adjust to that style of play and they can actually get better. So I think banning imports in the long run is going to be detrimental to Philippine basketball. And one other thing is we have an import or imports in our national team. Two naturalized players, like Andrew Blash and Marcus Galvin. So, learning to play with these imports is also another skill that our players need to have. And, what better time to start than college or high school level for that.
Sure, I think that's all for now. Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you very much.